And what are we looking at? Where are we? There we go. What do we got? We got stuff and things. Stuff and things. It's, oh my, the doctor is in. I think we will have a go at trying that same shit on this. Now, is this going to be better? I think it will. Doesn't matter where it's from at all. No questions. Where is the tweezers? There they are. Excellent. Now we will tweezer it. Kind of. Well, there we go anyway, I suppose. If it goes terribly wrong, I'll just do something else. So let's lock it in. We'll go to number 2. It's kind of off kilter a little bit. Will that change the... No, that just does that. What about that? That just does that. Okay. So we'll go back to... Whoa! I didn't do that. There we go. Right. Number 2. Number 3 is... that'll do for now. That will suffice. So that's a pretty good angle. Have I got any better tweezers? No, I'm pretty sure I have. Somewhere. But where is the question? Anyway. So, is that going to be too big a piece? Probably, yeah. Gonna go a bit too far, isn't it? So, let's reduce that by that much. Okay. Let's try again, shall we? So, I want the flatten. Shit. That side? That side. How is that going to work? A little bit big. I want it probably a bit more. Chop that down a bit more. Where are we looking at? Oh, hello. I'm back here. I don't want to reduce it too much because it ends up being the same issue as I had last time. It just fucking falls apart. So now this. What I could do is maybe I should just cut a bit off. Actually, I mean, what's the point of having fucking knives out the arsehole if we're not going to use one? There we go. What kind of fucking stuff do I want here then? Like, how much do I want? Like that much? Oh yeah, tear it. That's exactly what we're going for here. There we go. Try that, shall we? Let's put this shit away before somebody gets stabbed. Me. Me get stabbed. Right. Get on there. I'll probably find a better receptacle. I'm not sure that's the right word. There we go. Let's just double check that. There we are. Right. So, that one little errand bit there that's going to cause me grief, I bet. Oh, it still seems like quite a bit. If I get too close in the end, I'm trying to... I probably got... Should have probably gotten a visual reference. Can I see some on the edge of that? Yeah, there's hardly any on the edge of that fucking tank on. Image. Soft screen. Should I mean, I probably have an image of a good reference image in the ultimate guide, but I'm not sure what I can do with that on screen, if anything. Right. Anyway, focus. So like, there, kind of. Something like a little bit. Still feels like it's a bit too big, doesn't it? I can reduce that. Maybe that much. Try that. I think that might be better. Still a little bit too big, but if I take some off the bottom end, make it a little bit more grabbable, kind of. There we go. Right. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Still a little bit long. I'll probably do this with the knife because I'll get better results, but take a bit more of it off. Yeah, getting to the unfortunate point where it's gonna just fall apart like the previous one did, which is not what we want. Anyway, focus. So we want, how dry is this fucking thing? Pretty dry. Get some juice in it. Not much of a wet palette. It's a dry palette, isn't it? I probably should have given it a clean at some point, in a couple of days. No, it's thirsty. It's absorbing that water. It doesn't need to be anything particularly. I mean, how fucking juicy is that? Eh, not very. Yep, that's how those things work. There we go. Try again, shall we? This is how not to do anything ever in regards to hobbies. Never take what I do as a good idea, because I suck. Right, that'll do. Now, since we used it the other day, it hasn't separated too much, I don't think. This could be a... I think I probably should have put one less ball in it. Get a bit of fucking movement. There we go. Let's get it on the old, the old vortex spinner there. Oh my. Yeah, okay. It's not really any different. Fuck it, I'll do. See what it's like. I'm intrigued by the consistency. Now you can see that. It's interesting consistency. Oh. Big brushes. A little bit of tiny bit of thinning out. Needs a little bit of mixing as well. I feel like it's a bit more of the lighter grey in this than there should be. I don't know, let's see. I mean, it'll still contrast the same, but whether it's going to be what we want or not is a different matter. Right, there we go. Get this beast in there. because it's not exactly a comfortable bloody thing. So I think also the problem is I get a bit carried away with the chipping. It's not like as fierce. Like when they say like less is more. When I get carried away and I can't help myself. Like, even like I'm literally saying like less is more, and I'm still fucking doing it. I'm worried of it being wrong, so my brain's just like, no, no, carry on. You're right. You must do more. Like, really? It's like ruining it. Like, no, 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 more, more, do more. More is good. Like, are you sure? More. Lighter. Ah, see, a lighter touch. Right, okay. Lighter touch. Hey, it's a process. I'm learning, man. I'm learning. Lighter. Ah, Jen. Ah, fucking hell. Look at that. It's a slight difference. A lighter touch. Doesn't matter how much pain you get on with a lighter touch. You've got more control because you can see when it's getting and fucking stop it. See? Fuck's sake. Hey man, you learn, you live and you learn. I mean, keep going, keep it going. I'm getting the feel for it now. I mean, I know it's not great, and I've overdone it. Let's be realistic. I have overdone it, but I'm gonna be putting a fair amount of weathering on this. So, in the grand scheme of things, you'll only be able to judge it as overdone once I've done everything. You can look at it and go, there's a fair bit of that on there. But at the moment, I'm alright with it. Yeah, I still feel like I'm gonna have to go around the. Oh, a bit more paint. I feel like I'm still gonna have to go around. Pardon me. Oh, too thick. Too thick. Gently, gently, gently. Some of the rivets again after the fact. Just tidy them up a bit. Gentlier than that. Gentlier. Yep. Keep on with those words. Those real, real words, man. Keep going. It's difficult to get into some of those gaps sometimes, though, while also being gentle, because you gotta fucking give it a bit of a wedge. Shh. I shouldn't be too loud. I do have neighbours. Let's get that shit in there. There we go. Look at that. It's nowhere. See, the top bit is just like cram a bit more. That's extremely fucking weathered. Chipped, sorry. Heavy chipping. Overly heavy chipping, unfortunately. It's a bad habit. I'll take the uniformity out of it in a bit with like straight lines in there here and there. I might even drill a couple of like bullet holes in. We'll see how adventurous I get. Oh, it is like thin it out. Very heavily chipped. Like noob heavily chipped. That's right. Yes, that's right. This is what happens when you don't know what you're fucking doing. You overcompensate. It must be terrible all over, or it's just not right. Oops, let's get much too far down. Let's bring it out of it. There we go. Hey, right. Oopsie daisies, get that in there. Hey, get these bangers on the go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Nah, that's neither here nor there in the middle there, but there we go. Right. Heavy on the weathering. Extremely heavy on the weathering. Because you gotta keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Yeah, that one. So I go between doing a good job and a terrible job. It's not tough. Like I'm literally ruining it, and I'm like, nah, no, carry on, bro. It's all good. Heavy weathering, man. Heavy weathering. Totally what it is. It's not just overcompensation. It's more like fucking dirt camo. You never would have thought I'd made a really nice fucking winter camo pattern, would you? Once upon a time, before I got carried away and trashed the fuck out of it. Unfortunately, I overchipped it. It is what it is. I've already committed to it at this point. I can't undo it without a lot of hassle. fucking get amongst it on this bit, like. Underside would probably be taking a battering from rocks and all kinds of stuff anyway, all the time, wouldn't it? Oh, debris throw up and all kinds of stuff. Oh no, it wouldn't too much actually, because a lot of it rests on top of the chassis still. We're a bit too hard on that bit there. Let's wipe a bit of that off, shall we? Too much again. Honestly, I'd just beyond giving a fuck at this point. Stress the fuck out of it, man. He's been through the wars. He hasn't had a chance to see a tech priest to get fixed up or repainted. He ain't made it to a forge for a while. Absolutely fucking ravaged. Completely, absolutely, and utterly ravaged. Been through the wars, your boy has. Too much of the war. Yeah, it worked out alright. You can see which is just far too much, but you know, whatever. Again, it's a learning experience. You live and you learn, don't you? Nice. Second. I do believe I will have to end it a little bit early tonight because I keep forgetting to do it. It's like work earlier on a Friday. That's my message. Right. Let's get back to it. So, do I want to carry on with the other bit, or should I do a bit of building? I want to get this bit done before I put like the rusty sort of debris on. That's more on the other piece. You can kind of see it's like it's annoying because some bits of it is the way it should be, and then some bit just looks like it's been painted on. The more it dries, the more I can kind of see it. Like if I paint some straight lines on some bits as well. What do you reckon? Should we ever go? That's half of it, isn't it? Let's find a thin brush. We'll go. How thin do we want? We'll go with this one. What are we using? We are using the Artist Open Series 00S. 00 James S. Just put like a couple of lines on it. Try and get like a bit of a point on it so we get a bit of a nice bladed sort of cut there. We don't want to. Yeah, like actual scratches, sort of thing, like that on there as well. kind of. Sort of like no, not like that. Actual cut. A bit better. Isn't it? Get some straight lines. Almost like claws on that bit there. Kind of like very fine point. So we got a couple of lines there. We're taking a little bit there. So fine line. We'll have a bit of a line there. A bit on that bit. See, realistically, what I should have done is if I was going to do it so heavy like this, I probably should have made it. Ow, 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 ow. Ooh, finger. That hurt. Ooh. Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah. That was nice. Try that again with that unpleasant cramp, shall we? Pick that a little bit along there. A little bit across there, maybe. Like a line on top there. Right, so you want a couple more lines. We'll go. Let's have a look. We'll go. A bit of a line there. Curve it off. Downwards. This next bit. End it there. So we've done some lines on this side. Keep going round a bit and put a little bit there, a bit of a line there. Let's come down there a bit. Okay. Put a line there. Tiny little scratch. Tiny little friendly scratch. Okay, just have a little bit of that. A bit more down that way. A bit of a line there. There you go. Nice. Random scribble. Don't get too hard on the random scribbles, because then they look like random fucking squiggles, don't they? Sure. Careful uniformity. I have a bad habit of repeating similar schemes in an area, almost potentially even a bit more on this side now. And of course I just put on the fucking foam because I'm a pro. For the fine line. The fine line. The final line. A couple of scratch marks coming away from there. Because somewhere around here the geezer's gonna climb up, isn't he? If that's his position, how did he potentially get in or out from the top end? So either which way he's getting in or out of the... Right, I want to say the word is the cupola or cupola or, you know, some spelling along that. Cupola, I don't know. Not like the director Coppola. Something else. That would suffice for ruining it. It's just heavily fucking weathered, isn't it? I mean, okay, so it looks like it's more heavily weathered. I really should. See, if I just would have kept to the edges like I'm supposed to, it would actually look good. But because I get too carried away and like, just fill it out, it ruins it. No, it's not ruin, but it's annoying because it's exactly what I did on the other bit. And I was just like, yeah, no, don't do that again. And I did it again. Do I want to do the underside? I mean, it's not really going to be visible, is it? I have to get it somewhat comparable. You know. Right. Hmm. Right. So we will. So that's fine like that. I'll leave that. I'm not gonna. Oh, see, I'm not gonna put any fucking more on. Jeez. Back to the other one. We did pretty much the one side of that one at least. So like it's on par with that. Better or worse, it's on par with that. Like if anything, I could probably put more on it. But yeah, that means I am gonna have to chip the rest of it to the same level. But that's fine. It actually works better with the light highlight because then it makes because the white highlights coming underneath the chipping basically, it makes it look like that's also like a layer of paint that's been scraped off, so that kind of works. Good. It's unintentional, but it worked. That's a whole lot of tank to be chipping on. Yeah, I definitely over chipped the top there. It's annoying, but whatever. It just shows how much I'm gonna have to commit to doing the rest of it, and how much I'm just gonna have to weather it overall, so it blends a bit better. But that's fine. This is me, an overly committed go for the first one. But my own edification as such. Edification? That might be the right one. I might, oopsie daisy, nudge the camera. I might do a bit of a... Yeah. Oh, too much shipping. Anyway. What I might do... okay. No, I might build for a bit then, to be fair. I'm gonna get some other foam tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll speak to the guy I asked to grab me some various bits of foam and stuff. So let's see if I can get something a bit more large scale. I mean, I've got a bigger piece, but I'll end up just like doing a big splodge, won't I? So I've got to be careful. I think I just need to hit the edge and don't do in the fucking middle so much. But unfortunately, I kind of have to commit to that now because I've already done it. So, yeah. Yeah, I have kind of ruined it a bit, like all the hard work I put in. But, no, again, not ruined, it just like strongly changed what it's going to look like. It made like unfortunate blending on the camo pattern kind of pointless. But, you live and you learn. If I hadn't done it wrong, I won't learn to do it right next time, you know what I mean? Or right it. Yeah, I don't know. I might, to be fair, oopsie daisy, banging into everything. I might just do a bit of building for a bit, to be fair. Have a chill, do some build. I did some painting, didn't I? I had a go, I committed atrocities. Ah. Right, make sure the fan's actually blowing this way this time so I don't get crashed off fucking glue again. That was a bit awkward. Make sure I blacked out. Oh, pardon me, gas. Do you know what? I'm really hungry actually. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm only doing it till 10 o'clock tonight. I'm supposed to keep sorting that out. I don't know if I can change the schedule now. It might be a bit too late. But yeah, so only 10 o'clock tonight, not 10:30 because I start an hour earlier tomorrow at work. So finish a bit early tonight, gives me enough time to wind down and what have you. But I think what I will be doing, which I was supposed to organise properly last week, was I think I was supposed to sort out something. Shit. No. Fucking hell, man. Look at that. Just train of thought gone. Shit, what was I doing tomorrow? Last week? Something. Fuck me. I'm sure it was interesting. Okay, we can get you out of the fucking way, can't we? Out. Right, tools. So we want you. We want you. Get me absolutely wrecked on this fucking glue again. To be fair, I've had this for a while. I really haven't gone through much of it. Quite surprising. Okay. So, we are going to carry on building Dreadnought, but for a bit. We did a little bit of painting. Oops. We did a bit of painting. Now we'll do a bit of building. Bit of building. Bitty bitty bitty. What the hell is that? 89 or 99 or what? Okay, so that weird cradle shit. Okay, so 99. 99? You don't look like a 99. You look like a sarcophagus. You are nowhere. What about you? Are you on here? No. Huh. Okay, are you on this one? Yeah. 99, there you are. So we want 99, we want 90, which is that one, and I'm guessing that's 89. Okay. Right, where are we again? Here. Well, you, and you. Do. That's right. Yeah. Even if I get zoned out, very easy, especially when I listen to drum and bass and focusing on something. Well, sort of drum and bass. The vein. I'm sure I don't know the specific subgenre or whatever. Or whatever. Gently shave the extra bits off without shaving our own bits off. Again. Ooh, smooth. Okay. Right. And see, we unfortunately take far too much off because we're just very heavy-handed. And it is the side effect of having a beer before doing this. You get carried away. An aggressive modeler. No, that's not too bad. It's also not using the right motion, the right angle, and various other bits. Variables. It all adds up to just being shit sometimes. There we go. Yeah, tolerable. Right. Just take a slither off the edge of that. Oh, that's a nasty bit that is. Glided across. Like, you're peeling like a fucking spud or something. Slice it away. There we go, that's pretty good. See, I'll try and do this with, like, an actual supposedly designed for tool, and it will get absolutely destroyed. I was so glad when I realized or found out about using the craft knife to do this. Also trimming down the extra, offcuts off the bruise. It's beyond exceptional for that. It just cut me such a thick piece, really. Well, you still got to be a bit careful, have good knife control, it helps, but like I don't want to jinx it with a bit of wood to touch. I don't think I've actually cut myself badly at any point, which is nice. At any point, like, not with the craft knife at home. I mean, sure, I've probably done it far too many times with other knives elsewhere. Just gently shave it. Just take the tiniest little bit every time. And then the last bit, you fucking take far too much off. Flip your knife over, get the other side on, just remove the door. Look at that, beautiful. Who needs sandpaper or fucking whatever? Files. You could honestly do most of it with this, really, if you were just careful enough, I think. Well, maybe not me, but other people, surely. More self-control. Ooh. I don't like that fucking corner. I can see myself taking far too much off that. I gotta be careful. I'm supposed to connect to someone else now. Yeah, like, I'm just building this for the sake of it, really. I've got 5 unpainted dreadnoughts in the park. I just thought I'd do something a bit different than ruining more of my tank with the fucking fucking drifting brain again. Terribly overzealous fucking paint chipping. Right, so it's trying to tell me I want to where it's a bit. So we want to go like that. Then we want to go to where there. We're looking at that. Doesn't seem right. No, that bit goes that way. Is that right? Oh my god. Fat fingers, man. Fat fingers. Not easy with fat fingers. That does not infuse. Or maybe it does. How's it supposed to sit? Oh, okay, so it does sit there then. And then that bit connects to that bit that has to be on that side. Oh, that's awkward as fuck, that, isn't it? Don't know how I feel about that. It's gonna be an awkward one. Alright, glue out. Glue in, glue out, whichever way around it going. This bit. We should have got it together first, but whatever. Commit. Tiny bit there. Let's see. Smoothly does it. Throw it around a bit. Lose the glue, you know, as you do. Increase the difficulty level. Can't raise the handicap. What's the fun? Shit the fucking bed. I jinxed it. I deserve everything I get. Come on. Where is the fucking angle? What am I not seeing here? Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on here? Wow, it really doesn't want to play ball, does it? It's not that much of an angle, surely. Fucking hell, that was an awkward one. Whoa, ah, man, I almost had it that time. What the fuck am I doing? Do you know what? Let's get this glove off. I only needed that one for painting. It's not helping anything. Alright, this has gone horribly wrong. This is like one of these. This is the fuck thing. It's the problem when you got fat hands and a giant fucking plaster. That's not helping your control either. There you go. Awkward bloody thing. No, don't you dare. You stay there till you're fucking sealed now. After your silly buggery. Uh, what's going on with this now? Oh, you fucker. I knew I got it wrong somewhere. Hey, at least I stopped it before I fucking finished it. Yeah, I'll laugh myself later. Now, it should be a lot easier. Oh yeah, look at it all just pulled together now. Fuck off. No, makes sense then. Do you know, I reckon I got one in the box, which I'd done it the wrong way around. Be careful of that fucking cut, man. It's not nice. Yeah, look at that. Perfect now. Fucking hell. Yeah, I must have done it wrong the other time. That's kind of annoying. No. Right. Started falling apart, doesn't it? Hopefully that should be strong enough to just stay as is. I wonder if I want to do the two little bits on the other side, or is that just taking too much of a chance? Yeah, no, I get it. It can move around. Well done. Oh, you want me to touch that? I'll do it in a minute when it's had a bit of a chance to solidify, or I'll be trashing the fuck out of it again. Yeah, thanks for that finger. You're a real pal. Really helpful there, weren't you? Plaster. Put the lid on the knife before we stab ourselves. Make things worse. That's a cardboard cut as well, like that. Damn. I have no cuts all day. One right across. Ridiculous. It's like, yeah, no plaster on. Hello, goodbye. Didn't even register. Didn't even get a chance to start splitting. That plaster was straight on. Like fucking 3 seconds flat. It's like, nope, you're healing right away. I don't even want to know how bad that is. Oh, sorry. Yeah. It's grim. It's just like really irritating. It was painful as fuck. It, tell me about fucking paper cuts, cardboard cuts. You just think a piece of fucking cardboard is, and that shit cuts you. It's fucking thicker than a friggin' knife. Fuck thing. Anyway. Uh, what? Right, do you reckon it's right enough? Yeah, that's pretty good. Say that and it goes snap. Okay, nice. Okay, so you go. Apparently, I love you. Is that in the right place? Okay, so we want to stick the glue where? On that bit. How much of it? Just the inner bit. Okay. I have a tendency to put not too much on. Then sometimes I can put not enough on. It's one of those find a balance kind of things. I'm not very good at it. About following exact instructions. I prefer to follow exact instructions as opposed to needing to get ambiguous. Don't get me wrong. As long as I understand the parameters of what I'm allowed to do, I can usually use reasonably good initiative. But preferably, I'd rather have a set of predetermined instructions to follow and then excel at that. And at least if it's fucking shit or wrong, it's someone else's fault. That's not entirely straight. Can I straighten that up a bit? That's apparently the way it's been built. Because I'm a professional. Isn't that not straight? So that's supposed to sit there. Ah! Okay, no, now it's just in the right place, because I couldn't get it in the right place, apparently. No? Why aren't you sitting where you're supposed to sit? Right, so you're supposed to sit there. Okay, now it's in the right. Okay. Oh, and I just pushed it off because I'm a professional. Well, all I can do is hope that the glue is gluing. I'm guessing as good as mine at this point. Doesn't know when it keeps coming out of fucking place. Let's knock it out again. Yep. Jesus. Alright, we're gonna need some more glue, aren't we? Yeah. That'll do. Right, let's try again, shall we? Right, there we go. Hopefully. I think that's straight on. What are we doing now? Fucking mute it. That's fine. Okay, so how far have we got? Not very far. Let that dry a minute. Make sure that's still turnable. That's cool. I'll leave that outwards for now. Did I not have any food with me? I got some mince actually. I'm gonna eat some mince. No, I'm starving. Okay, what's the next part anyway? Let's have a look. Next part. Problem with this bloody plaster, it's on my index finger, so my page turning finger is now compromised. Sarcophagus frame is going on next. I always feel like these plates never go on properly. I never put these plates on properly. Get that correct. Oh, what's Sarcophagus 91? Yeah, so tomorrow I'll probably start a bit earlier. I think Space Marine remastered that at some point, so I might stream that. But I will have a look at my audio setting. Apparently it's a bit low. That's straight from the Xbox, so I'm not sure. I don't actually put that through OBS, so I don't really have any control over the audio levels directly. There's a few little things I can. Hello, good evening. How are you? Really? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I did a little bit more. Hold on. Where are we? There we go. Did a little bit more. I got carried away again. Looks more like a tiger stripe now. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Some of it's not too bad, but yeah, no, I mean, some of it looks alright. The problem is, I, if I just stick to the actual edges of the panels like you're supposed to when you're applying this kind of thing, it would have looked alright. But I just get carried away and I do too much in the center of the panel. If I were a bit lighter in the center of the panels, and then maybe did like the lines, it wouldn't be too bad. But because then it makes it more like a camo pattern that I've done over the camo pattern kind of thing. But no, I know it's all right, especially because it's literally the first time I've done it. I mean, it's not gonna be perfect, is it? But I'm happy with it. But unfortunately, what that means, because I've done that so heavily, I'm also going to have to do the rest of it in a somewhat similar manner, just to, match it all up. But yeah. So yeah, I did that earlier. I didn't do any more on it just yet. I thought, well, I did the entire turret, so I'll have a break there, and I thought I'd just do a little bit of building. A bit more of the other thing, that little walker robot thing, the dreadnought. Just chilling, really. It's unfortunately Thursday night is. Yeah, I know, mate. It'll be sound when it's done. I'm thinking about it. I've still got loads of other effects and various other things I want to put over it anyway. Get that down. So it'll change. I want to try like mud splatter and stuff as well. So that'd be interesting. That'd be a fun one to do. Like load up a brush and then use like the airbrush to shoot it and get like flicks of mud and stuff. That should be fun. That'll be all up my wall, I'm sure. That'd be interesting. Yeah, no, just chilling there, really. Unfortunately, I got my schedule a bit wrong because I start work earlier on a Friday, so I will actually have to end. Oh, want to know a cheap way to make mud? Go outside and get some. No, go on. What? You do dioramas, don't you? So you'll know a good way of getting stuff like that. I imagine you go through a lot of material doing dioramas. And it kind of just like, is it gonna be? No, it's not gonna. No, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Depends what it's based really. Is it gonna be like acrylic based or? Ah, okay. Hobby glue with baking soda and brown colors. Hobby glue. So what, like a PVA? I don't know what the equivalent would be. I assume that's what you're on about. Yeah. Yeah, PVA sounds. Baking soda and brown colors. Does it matter what kind of brown? Like a combination of browns? I suppose it depends what type of mud you want, really, doesn't it? Dark mud, light mud. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll give that a go sometime. I have got a few already pre-purchased ones to have a go with, but that's an interesting thing to try at least because I have plenty of PVA and I have well, most of that stuff. I don't think I've got any baking soda, but I mean that's cheap as anything, so I can grab some of that. So that's curious. So that like a thickening agent then, would it be, or kind of? somehow it, yeah, absorbs something maybe. I'm just very gently scraping this at the moment so I don't hack anything off myself. Use that mixture of waves. Ah, okay, so do you use like what, like a blue or like a variety of blue, even wave foam? Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to like visualize it at the same time, just trying to imagine it. Because I was thinking about this earlier, like waves. Well, yes. Like, well, I was thinking more so like acrylic waves, specifically, just like the see-through ones. Interesting. I don't know why it like really looks really good in my head. Does that make sense? I don't know. The compressive kind of thing. I wouldn't mind applying like water effects to some of my models. That'd be interesting. Like, I tried to do a puddle on one of my previous miniatures, and it didn't work out very well. It didn't look anything like a puddle, to be fair. It looked like, actually, kind of looked like the guy had wet himself, which is not what you're aiming for, really. Ooh, that was a close one. Nearly went a bit too deep that time. Not exactly a great position to be doing it in. I'm unfortunately digging into myself a little bit too much. So I will try and scrape this last little bit off the back of the knife. Right. Debris. Don't like that shit. The glue will get all that and it'll be all over the place. There'll be strings here, there, and everywhere. Oh God, it'll be a disaster. I hate that. The plastic cement, you get that when it starts melting, it's all stringy and nasty. So this is part of the torso, basically, and then this will be like goes there somewhere. Where does that go? Goes in here somewhere. I'm sure it does. What does the instructions say? Inside that bit. Okay. So that's gonna get forced in there in a minute. Yeah. Yeah, no, I managed to get a little bit of foam, so I thought I'd give it a try. It's a slightly thicker piece than I was using. Well, that's almost 3 times as thick actually, so it held up a bit better. Had the desired effect. Obviously, I got carried away a little bit, and so I thought I'd hold off a little bit before I do the entire thing too thick. Just I got the rough idea of what I'm doing wrong. Like I just need to get lighter with the sponge. So that's when obviously a lot of paint gets deposited on it, and you get the big splotches, so that it looks like it's been painted on as opposed to it being an actual paint chip. That's where my brain struggles with the distinction. It's like, no, 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 calm down. It's not supposed to look like that. But yeah, not important really at the end of the day, is it? As long as I'm ultimately happy with what I've done, and that's all that matters. Like I might, this, like a very local kind of very small competition. I might enter it in, like fucking 10 people or something. But other than that, like, it's just going to be for my own edification, really. And it's a learning tool. That's what I found going back to look at some of my older models as well. You learn and you can see the mistakes you made, and well, you don't make the same mistakes again. In some cases, I could potentially go back and I could go over some bits. I could do it bits better. I could, if I really wanted to, I could strip because it's only acrylic. I could strip it all back if I really want to on anything I was completely unhappy with, but you know, I haven't really got to that point yet. I've been content with leaving the mistakes as they lay, whichever way around that is, as they are a reasonably good learning tool. Especially look at it and go, oh yeah, no, don't do that again. That looked absolutely bloody awful. You know, especially when you follow like uniform patterns for armies, if you will. Or I keep trying to change things slightly, and they always end up bloody worse. So I just need to just leave it well enough alone to follow the baseline. But I guess it's encouraging me to try different techniques, and that's what I really want to do. So the more I can try these more, absurd, difficult techniques, surely in theory you'd just be better at them. That's how learning happens, isn't it? Mastering a task, a technique, a skill. And by doing, you're not going to get better at it by not doing, that's for sure. Unless you're like Neo in the Matrix and you can just download that shit, but that's cheating, man. Right. I think this is probably dried enough by now, isn't it? It has actually been quite a while since I glued that on. So this goes. We did decide where it was going, didn't we? Crammed in here. So I probably shouldn't have glued those so tightly, apparently, then. Well, I'm gonna be careful I don't damage this now. So yeah, no, it's definitely going in there. Let's just make sure. Come on, you get in there. There we go. Right, so you're slotting it pretty comfortably. Do I really want to glue it? I mean, does it say glue it? It says glue it. Okay. If you insist, pal. And guess what? Guess who's not getting it back out again? Oh, no. There we go. Hey, I managed it. Alright. So we want a bit. Where do we want this glue then? On the bottom, on those little bits there, and that little bit there. Glue, where are you? Fortunately, I've also got the fan on today because last time I tried to do this glue got me absolutely wrecked, and I'm pretty sure I was blacking out. Like I actually ended up deleting that VOD because yeah, I was fucking wrecked in it. Like I absolutely sure I passed out. I'm pretty sure I doxed myself. I was just a fucking mess. Like fucking wow bad man. It was like, yeah, no, I'm absolutely deleting that video. No one's gonna see that shit that didn't see it when it happened. Fucking just me, just like, what? Glue? No ventilation? Party time. It's not particularly strong stuff. Just the baseline. Oh no, solvent. Windows open. You're gonna take what you're gonna take, and it's not good for you, but fucking hell. Pretty sure I've done much fucking worse to myself. Once upon a time, you do things when you're young, don't you? Right then, I'm pretty sure I was supposed to put some on the bottom as well, but whatever. Get in there. Right. So that's still part of the torso. This is like, so a dreadnought is basically a walking tomb for a barely functioning dude that's probably lost most of his limbs. He's on full life support, and they plug him into this walking machine and just go, yo, crack on, go kill some people, keep going. Like, they don't let him die, just like, kill. So that's the idea behind a dreadnought. So this bit with all the piping going into it is like the life support for where the dude will eventually get interned. That's pretty savage, man. Like, here you finally die for, your team or whatever. Like, no, plug him in, crack on. You're gonna go and kill for another 4,000 years. Yikes. Hardcore shit. Right. Oh wow, that gets oh no, there we go. I was looking at that thinking, that gets really complicated really quickly. No, it doesn't. Nah. So Thursday's just more of a chill, I think, really it's turned out to be. I did a little bit more of the painting. I think like I was getting to say before with I will unfortunately be finishing a little earlier than planned today at 10. Because I'm starting work earlier tomorrow morning, but I will endeavour to start a lot earlier tomorrow night and stay on for longer. Because I finish work like 3 hours earlier tomorrow, so I'll try and get on for like, I don't know, 6:30, 7 maybe. So a good hour and a half earlier. So I'll be around doing bits and bobs. At some point I might try a game or two, but I've got to work out my audio levels for that because apparently it was pretty low last time I tried it. So I'm gonna have to try and get some feedback because I'm using it straight from the Xbox Series X as opposed to putting it through the program like I am at the moment. So I don't really have much control over the audio levels and various things, and I can't have any of the overlays or any of that shit because it's coming straight from the Xbox. So I don't have as much control, but I can, lower this, raise that, blah blah blah. I can do a little bit of faffing and see if I can figure out why the levels were particularly low last time. But that's not an issue or anything. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm looking at maybe for the next day or two. At least definitely try and do some more of that painting tomorrow though, for sure. I could probably get, how much of that can I get finished? If I commit to that tomorrow, I reckon I could get at least all the chipping done tomorrow easily. It wouldn't take me too long. I mean, let's have a look at it. I think we can safely say we've done with the gluing today. Just too distracted chatting shit. Put this knife away before something bad happens. Safety first. Nice. Force of habit from being trained with a knife. Partially trained as a butcher. Very lightly trained as a butcher. Very safe with the old knife. Maybe it's just paranoia. Saved you from the wrong root cause, maybe. So yeah, what we'll do tomorrow then, we'll crack on with this. The only thing that's working out for it so far is where I had done all like the white highlights and stuff around the edges. When I'm applying the chipping to it, it makes it look like the white bits are another element of the chipping, like it's another layer of the undercoat coming through as well in some cases, which I appreciate because it was unintentional, but it actually worked out because I was contemplating going around in some cases putting like lines, like scaled lines of different colors to indicate layers of paint basically that the chips have gone through. Potentially I was going to have a go with my little hand drill as well. It's a very fine hand drill and sort of like do bullet grazes or straight in bullet holes, stuff like that maybe, but I think I maybe get carried away. Like, I don't overdo it. Maybe some less is more, even though I've already gone the other end of that spectrum. One thing I'm probably going to have to do, which I've reiterated a couple of times, is I'm probably going to have to go over some of the rivets again. But then, would the paint on the rivets be chipping as well? It's interesting. Like, I didn't have too much time to go and really do much research on it because it's been a hectic couple of days, but I think I might be able to do that tomorrow. If I sort myself out pretty quickly after work tomorrow, I can put like an hour of research in on what visually I'm aiming for so I get it into my head. And I don't have to, faff around too much when I'm doing it. If I can really anchor that idea in before I even start, I'll be a bit more comfortable doing it. I think that's the problem as well. I'm anxious about doing it because I don't want to ruin it. I keep using the term ruin it, but it's relative. Like it's only ruined if you think it's ruined. Do you know what? It really pissed me off. Like I really did that top bit there, nigh on fucking perfect, and the rest of it's just comparatively not good. It's still good, but compared to that one little bit round there and just that little bit, it's just like, man, that's fucking exactly how it should be, kind of. How, or at least how I've seen it elsewhere. I say how it should be, as how I've seen the most, regular reproduction of it. Looks more like somewhat sparse, but just enough to look like it's been weathered. This absolutely looks like someone's just painted it. I could pass this. This is why I was talking about the mud splatter. Because this you could pass off as mud splatter. Because what I'd do probably, where would you reckon you'd get some? Just traveling along, maybe some puddles, maybe a little bit like, not all the way across, just like a splash there, maybe, and a splash there, maybe. Hmm. Yeah, something to think about. You'd probably definitely have some going up over the front bits though, wouldn't you? Because of the oh no, they're going the other way, aren't they? Unless you reversed, then it'd be flicking up that way, perhaps. If it was really wet. I think I'm gonna have to watch some videos, aren't I? Whole videos on track moving. It's funny because I'm still surprised by the varnish coat. Like you can really feel the varnish coat on there, but it definitely did something to the color as well. As I really, really did like it. Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at, really. Chatting shit. Did a little bit of a build. Did a bit more of the chipping. Finish it tomorrow. Once that's finished, because I want to get the chipping on before I put like the greasy sort of rusty build-up, kind of muddy build-up sort of thing. So that'll go on next. That'll be around the underside of the turret and a couple of other places, a little bit on the engine block. I was contemplating doing a bit of that on the tires, but I think what we'll do is because I still need to look at the tracks and do like you said about like the rubber bit and stuff like that. But I'm ultimately gonna have like a bit of mud, like a fine little run of mud. I don't think I'll do the entire track. Like I'm gonna be moving the thing around. I might do the entire track with the track wash just so I can have a go with the track wash properly in its entirety. Be like, that's what it looks like. But as far as doing mud and stuff all the way around, I'm not gonna bother because it's just generally gonna sound like that anyway. But so I will have like the mud in whatever I'm gonna put on it ultimately, like on this section up to where it's I'll have it up to there kind of thing. Same at the back, from the point it gets angled, I'll have it just on those sort of bits, but the flat bit I won't bother on other than doing the track wash. Just I'm curious to see what the thing looks like when you work it basically. Now, I'm pretty sure you only put it on the length. You don't really need to put it on the inside, but I will work. So like the gritty sort of greasy one, I'll put a coat, maybe on the inside like a fine coat, but then that's gonna sort of start working up a bit along the bottom there, bit around the front there. A lot of it's gonna be kicked up at the front. Yeah, I need to do chipping underneath as well. That'll be like scratches as well. Then there'll be more straight lines and stuff like Dragonstone and shit like that sort of thing. And wherever there's entrances, hatches, various other things, there'll be more of the straight line kind of like scratches and chipping because where people clam wood up and stuff like that. It's what I'll be doing. I'm just thinking out loud at this point, really. Yeah, so I think that's where I'm at. There's not really much more. Never mind. Right then. Right then. 1 minute to go. I think I will leave that for now and I'll come back to that chipping tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, good night, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for more painting. We're going to chip the rest of this, and we'll have a look at that typhus corrosion. I'll have to have a practice with that and see if I can get it right the second time around, because I started off okay and I had the like gritty sort of consistency, and then I thinned it down too much and it just like washed down like brown on paper now. So I'll have a look at that. We'll practice with that on something maybe. Oh, look at that thunderstorm warning issue. That's fun. Right. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow for a longer, better stream. Yes. Good night.